What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys had a beautiful weekend. Today's video is a follow-up of my last video. Today we're gonna talk about the journey of being a videographer. While you guys actually heard my journey as a photographer, today I decided to bring my friend Afoali on the video, on the show, on the channel, because she's a very talented videographer, and I want to go talk about her journey as a videographer as well as her bringing some tips. So guys, let's get right into that interview. Thank you for your time today. Really appreciate. Like I said earlier this week, I posted a video about my journey as a photographer and the tips. But today, I have a professional videographer, someone I respect a lot. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you? Thank you for inviting me.
You know, it's my pleasure. I mean, I feel like when I think videographer in Montreal now, I think about you. I see you work. I see you grinding a lot. You know, I feel like you can actually bring some nice value for today's video. So I'm curious to know, can you tell us a bit about your journey as a videographer?
Okay, well, hi everybody. Hi guys, my name is Afoali. I'm the founder of 916 Stories, which is a video production company. I started this journey 4 years ago. I started off YouTube. So I'm sure you guys know the platform YouTube. So I bought a camera when I came to Canada, to Montreal, to come to university. And the camera was so I could use it to show people my experiences when I go back home, because I'm not Canadian. I'm originally from Cameroon, which is a country in Central Africa. So I bought the camera. I was like, I'm going to go home. If I can upload a video from Cameroon, people will know that there's internet in Africa. So that was the whole goal at first. But then, yeah, no, facts. Like, the reason why I bought a camera was to show people Africa. That's why I bought a camera. But then I came back, because I did that during like the summer holidays, and I came back to Montreal. And at the same time, I was getting really into like seeing how other people were filming videos without realizing that I would eventually start buying more equipment, meeting more people, and like create videos on a serious level. So it all started off with buying a stabilizer, because I wanted to start filming dance videos, because I would see people in the UK filming amazing dance videos, and I just couldn't get how, you know, when you film a video and it looks like the camera is floating, I couldn't understand it until I figured out they were using a gimbal. So I bought a gimbal. I begged this dancer, he's really big here in Montreal, Loïc Réel. I begged him, please let me film your video. And literally that was it. It was the first video I filmed of him, was a dance video, and the response he got from that was really great. And as a result, more people were like, hey, can you film my video? And I go to events. And aside from video, I really like business, like just starting a business and making money. Like, it's scary. Like, some people are scared to say they like to make money, but I do. So there was the flip side of it, where I realized that people are willing to pay money to have you make a video for you. Hence how I started 916, where it's really, like I said, video production company. Anything from stories to like your content on your Instagram to full-blown out YouTube videos. So just helping you come up with how to make your video. But yeah, I think I covered it. Did I cover it? That's how I got into this. Yeah.
I mean, so the video you did for him was the first video you ever did, though?
No. First dance video I ever did.
Because I guess you had a passion because you wanted to do dance videos. So you were on a mission to make a dance video.
Yes, right? I was on a mission to conquer how to make a quality dance video. When I asked, I was like, I'm gonna be good at that.
That's good. That's good. And since you did that one, you've worked with a lot of artists. You covered a lot of events, right? When it comes to music and dance.
Yes. So
can you name us a few? Can you flex on us? Flex.
You may know Burna Boy. You may know Wizkid. You may know Taiki. You may know Fali Pupa. You may know Tenny. You may know Mr. Vegas. You may know Charlie Black. You may know Egyptian. You may know Davido. So a lot of artists. But essentially, when I got into dance, what happened is that dance isn't just the movement. There's also the music that comes behind it. And I also realized I really enjoyed the music industry side of it. So then I started approaching promoters and firstly asking them, I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning, I was begging people to let me film their concerts. The first concert I filmed was a Flavor, who's a Nigerian artist. I almost got kicked out because another videographer was like, "What are you doing here?" But I had begged, I got in, and then after that, evidently practice, and people started asking me to come film their concerts. But yeah, concerts as well.
That's good. That's good. So you're really niche when it comes to like the type of videos that you can produce sometimes for companies. But I know you do some corporate videos as well, and you do some Instagram videos as well. Which one is your favorite type of videos after dance and concert videos? Which one's your favorite to do?
Favorites. I would say like concept videos. Like when people have a company or a brand or a message that they want to get across, or just a story, and then we work together to build a visual storyline, and then we create it together. That's something I really enjoy. For me, it's really important. Obviously, I enjoy making videos, but the process of coming up with the idea of the video is what I think makes a very good video. So when brands, individuals approach me and they're like, I want to create a piece that represents what my brand stands for, I absolutely love that. Absolutely love it.
Okay, that's good. And actually, you said something very important that a lot of people may not know. It's the fact that when you have a client, you actually discuss about the process, right? So I
Yeah.
guess you kind of have like a timeline of things to do when you have a new client for video, right?
Yes.
So how does it go? You meet the clients, and then what, you sit down, you have a mood board or the process? Like, how does it work for you?
So it depends on the client, but let's say you came to me with nothing, you have nothing. So the first thing I would do is I would ask you, what are you doing? Tell me about yourself and what you want to accomplish with this video. Because as long as I know what you want to do, I can help guide you so we can build the mood board together, which would be the second step. After we know what you want to achieve, we create a visual representation of what that would be using images off of Google, off of Instagram. And sometimes I'll even just ask you to send me videos that you like. And then based off of that, we then plan out the actual shoot. So figuring out what are the shots that we need, where are we going to shoot them, who are the people that we need to make that happen. That means, do you need a stylist? Do you need a makeup artist? Do you need more than one camera operator, meaning that I wouldn't be alone? And then evidently you plan the day that we would shoot it. We shoot it, and then I go off and I edit it. I send it to the client or whoever it is, and then they give me their feedback. And then we have rounds of revision until you're happy with the product and you can post it wherever you want to post it.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And I want to go more now into the tips for videographers, for freelance videographers. And I want to sort of make a game as well with that with you right now. So if I tell you one thing you wish you knew before starting all this, what would it be?
Everything is a prototype. There's no such thing as a perfect video or anything. When it comes to being a creative, there's no such thing as a perfect final product. I think for myself in the beginning, I was very much like, if I don't have this piece of equipment, I can't start. If it doesn't look this way, I'm not gonna post it. But the beauty in this that I found is it's about the practice, it's about the journey, it's about trying new things, it's about letting go of the idea of perfection. Because like I said, everything is a prototype. There's no such thing as a perfect video. And you can always go back to things. Just because you post something today doesn't mean that in 2 years you can't go back to it and be like, yeah, you know what? I didn't like that color. I didn't like the way I color graded it, or I didn't like how the shots were put together, or you can't use it to make a completely different video. So just letting go of the idea that when you're done, it's the end of the world. No, you're good. You can go back to it.
That's true. What's in your camera bag?
In my camera bag, I have, very honestly, I'm keeping it 100 with you guys. Since March 2020, when they said the world is on lockdown, I have filmed with my camera twice. So what is in my camera bag? Yes,
What?
literally twice. And if you go on my Instagram, I have been posting a lot of things. Anything that was filmed after March 2020 was filmed on my iPhone 11. That is in my camera bag today. My iPhone 11, and this right here, it's a Pivo. It's basically like your own cameraman. You place your camera on it and it like moves for you, automatically face tracking. And then what's it called? A Gorilla Pod for my camera. I recently sold it, but a gimbal for my phone. Sorry, not a Gorilla Pod for my phone. But yeah. disclosure, one of my goals is to become a video content creator, but just off of my phone. I personally believe that with the way we consume video content, cameras are expensive, but it's overrated. It's hard to like move around and transfer data, but also production value is overvalued, considering that all these platforms, when you film a 4K video, post it on Instagram, when it gets on the server, when they post it, it's not in 4K anymore. And the average person can't even see the difference between 1080p and 4K. So I'm like, you know what? I will try and perfect being a videographer with my phone. I'll keep you guys updated as to how that's going.
And talking about quality, I realized that I think I may have a problem with my internet from my room. So I'm going to move because you're lagging a bit and I don't like that. So we're going to move into the house and continue the interview in my living room. I think the lights are still good over here.
Now, wow. I can see you well. You got a window.
Yeah, that's all I'll take for now, right? I'll take this. Maybe this will be better for the rest of the interview. I think so. But okay, so what I like is the fact that you said that you're using your phone to make videos. That's something that people don't understand usually, the fact that sometimes you don't need to get a camera. You can only use your phone to actually film dope videos.
Yeah.
Right?
That's it. Yeah, exactly. You're right.
So that's in your camera bag. Now, what was the biggest mistake that you have done as a freelance videographer?
Anytime I've gone to a shoot forgetting a memory card or forgetting my batteries. Because you can't come back from that. How am I going to film without a memory card? You have no batteries.
So you went to a shoot.
Yes.
And you forgot your memory card?
Yes, that has happened to me. And unfortunately, more than once. Unfortunately. And every time I'm like, I promise myself this is the very last time this will happen. But we're human, right? I'm only human. These things happen.
That's good. That's good. At least you know, right?
Yeah.
I feel like once you know what kind of problem you may have, now you're super like vigilant about it, right? So now I guess every time you go for a shoot, you look at your camera bag like, okay, I got my memory cards, perfect. I got my battery, okay, perfect. Now I can go, right?
Yeah, no,
almost
I have
getting obsessed with it. You have a system? You have a list of things that you must bring for a shoot?
I do have a system, but I'm going to be honest with you. Like I said, since quarantine, I've only filmed my camera twice. The second time I did that, I forgot my batteries because I hadn't practiced my system in 3 months. And I was on these streets like...
Could believe it, eh? You couldn't believe it.
I was like, this is me. 4 years later, we're still making this. But it's okay. Like I said, we're only human.
That's true. Actually, funny story is, for me, when I started taking videos, I only had one battery.
Yo.
I was rolling with one battery only. And in the middle of the shoot, I'd be like, oh, yo, the battery's dead. Let me charge it.
But you got to start somewhere, right? Si t'as pas de batterie, on attend. On est juste là, on attend.
C'est vrai. But you got to learn. And that's how you learn. I feel like the harder it gets, the better you learn. And you become better and better and better. And as a freelance photographer, what would you say is the best way to actually get clients in the videography world?
Firstly, you need to practice and be good. That's number one. Like, if you want people to give you money, you need to understand that you're giving something to them of value and it needs to be of quality. Because you don't want one client once. You want one client that's going to keep coming and coming and coming. And that way you actually start making money. So number one, you need to get good. And then number two, you need to network. Because very honestly, very honestly, I don't really advertise. And that aside, I actually make it a point to try my best to never say, hire me to make a video. I'll just show you what I'm doing and what I enjoy doing through it. And hopefully you see it and you're like, I want to have you help me with whatever video content creation you have. But practice and get good. And two, your network is what's going to get you going. Like at first, it's just word of mouth. At first, nobody trusts you. At first, no one's going to be like, okay, I'll give you $1,000 to film this video. Nah,
Yeah,
like they need to know you. So network is very, very important, and practice,
that's
practice,
actually true.
practice.
You gotta practice a lot. You gotta practice until, and you have to practice as if it's like you're an athlete playing a sport. You have no
It's literally
choice.
that.
And where do
Literally
you
that.
go? Where do you go to learn? I bet because I've seen you have a lot of effect in your video. You actually like. I feel like you're always on top of the curve when it comes to the effect, the transition, and all that. Where do you
Mhm.
actually keep yourself learning to be better at what you do?
Um, I watch a lot of YouTube videos.
Hmm.
I and through YouTube videos, there's a lot of content creators who share knowledge on like how the what's trending in videography. And also, if you watch enough of them, you'll start seeing that they may not outright tell you that what's really popping right now is, for example, having motion animated transitions or motion animated titles. But you'll notice that your 5 top YouTubers are all having really cool intros, or like their subscribe is not just subscribe, you see it happen on the screen. And you're like, oh, that's a trend. But that aside, also being on platforms that are popping. So I talk about this all the time, but TikTok is where, I'm not gonna lie, I go to see how people are using video to tell a story in a creative manner. So YouTube to see the leaders in the industry and what's trending, and then
Hmm.
platforms where people are creating a lot of video content to see how they're expressing themselves through video.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. I feel you're right. TikTok, you can learn a lot from TikTok. Uh, People are actually making dope videos on TikTok, and sometimes they don't even use video software, which is amazing.
It's just about thinking outside the box. And the truth is, I think what I love the most about platforms like TikTok, because TikTok is just a starter. Everybody else is going to start a similar thing about short form video, is that one, our attention span is extremely short. So if you notice on
Facts.
TikTok, the first 3 seconds are the most important. And that's going to translate on your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your YouTube. And beyond that, it's really, I'm trying to give value, but how can I do this quickly while keeping the person's attention? That's really what I really appreciate about that platform. So if you're not on TikTok, I'm not asking you to post a video, but just go check it out and see how people are creating, because it's advanced to a certain extent.
TikTok is amazing. I mean, I'm on TikTok. I have one video that went viral, but
You know,
since then, and then I feel the pressure of me trying to make another viral video, but it's so impossible. Like the video got 1.4 million views,
you guys need to go see this video. I know this video. Yeah, it's a
but
dope
then,
video.
you know what? I'm still gonna try to work on it.
Yeah.
Then my last question, actually. So we talk about you starting as a freelancer. We talk about what type of equipment you use, the mistakes, what you wish you knew. Something that people are actually curious about is when it comes to pricing.
Yeah.
I feel like pricing is so delicate in the freelancing industry. How would if you feel comfortable, how would you structure the pricing? Like, how do you feel that people should go about the way they price themselves?
I think a mistake I made, and I'm going to give you this piece of advice so you don't make this mistake, is understand, don't look at yourself as someone who's walking into something for a number of hours, walking out to go edit for a number of hours. I slightly still do that, but what will be better for you is to look at yourself as a problem solver for someone. If you can look at what is the value you're adding to the person who's approached you, then you can start measuring how much you should charge them for it. Now, that's a higher level of pricing and everything. But before that, I usually break it down in pre-production. So that's everything that goes into planning before you actually produce the video. And then there's the production. That means that when you're actually holding the camera, you're actually holding the mic, producing the video. And then lastly, there's post-production. That's everything that goes into after you filmed it. How do you edit that video and then give it to the person? How many times do they get to tell you to make changes? And then it's up to you to value on that. If you use pre-production, production, and then post-production, if you're going to do it on a time basis, how much is your time based per hour? Are you doing it per day? Are you doing it per week? Depending on whatever understanding you have with your client. But those 3 things, I would say, is how you should break it down if you're starting.
I like that. I like that. And another trick that I've seen some videographer use is the fact that they have like half day rate, full day rate, and stuff like that. I mean, there's so many variables when you're a videographer at the end of the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do not underestimate the time you might put on the editing
I still
and
do. I still underestimate it.
the
I
draft
still
revision.
do. Yeah.
Because sometimes people are not happy, and next thing you know, it might take you 2 hours to edit a video, or 3 or 10 hours, but then you have to do 2 other drafts. So you have to add an extra 20 hours,
Exactly.
So that's
A
why
tip
it's
for that.
important.
Exactly. A tip for that is to let them know how many revisions they have before they start. So they know they're not going to ask you change one letter and then can you please move the frame to the right once, and then tell them you have 2 revisions. They'll give you everything the first time you get it done, and then you have one more. But set your boundaries when it comes to like what you're comfortable with.
That's true. That's true. That being said, thanks again. Really appreciate your time. I feel like I'm
Thank
gonna bring
you.
some
Thank you.
more calls with you, because I feel like when it comes to this channel, helping photographer, videographer, you have a lot to bring on the table.
I would love to. I would.
You have a
I
lot.
think that, yeah, it's a great initiative what you're doing. Thank you for doing this. I know I would have loved to see this when I had started.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
But where can people follow you? Like, tell us all your links, and I'll put that in the video as well. But where can people follow you?
So on all platforms, _Afoali, _AFOALI. I keep it consistent. And then 916, that is 916 stories for like my company work. But like honestly, just Afoali, _Afoali, and you'll find me on the internet.
Sweet. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.
That being said, guys, I hope you guys liked it. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to follow my girl Afoali. She's a dope person, dope creative person, and she has great content, and she's gonna start posting more on her YouTube channel. So guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you Friday for another video. Peace.